Somebody should go and tell Chris Okafor that he will not marry you. Somebody should go and tell Chris Okafor that he will not marry you. Not lie you. What are you leaving me for? No, forget about saying clouds or no cloud. I've not slept since yesterday night. I had to deactivate myself to think this thing through. What are you leaving me for now? Okay, shame here. You people can insult me for all you care. And let me know what is going on with my life. Since this man fought me, my life has not been the same. I lost my younger brother. Yeah, I lost my younger brother now. Chris, no, this marriage will not work. Who are you leaving me for? After sharing my naked video, turning your own miscarriage, the miscarriage I had for you, turning it to abortion. What do you think you want to leave me for, Chris? No, Chris Okafor, it will not work. Oh. No, you will kill me first before you make this marriage work. After destroying my life, what do you want to leave me for? You, Chris, no, it's not possible, Chris. Chris, it's not possible. I've not recovered since. Yesterday, I almost committed suicide now. People don't know what I'm going to do. I'll behave normal to you people. Can't you people see that I'm not okay? This man has useless my life and he wants to marry. It's not possible, no. No, nobody should tell. I lost my only brother. I can't prove juju. I can't prove witchcraft. He knows what he did. Because we are dragging money. My brother died, though. No, Chris Okafor, no. No, not Chris. This marriage will not work. He will kill me first. Who are you leaving me for? After all the sex, after everything, you think you can just marry? No, now, Chris Okafor, it will not work. After destroying my life, do you know how I'm barely surviving? Was I like this when you met me? Can't the people say that I'm not okay? You know what they come? If you like, tell me anything you want to tell me. This did a lot, though. You carried my miscarriage video, pregnancy I had for you. You brought it down to the world and said it was an abortion. Then who do you want to leave me for? Chris. No, Chris, it will not work. Not now. No. You have to kill me. What am I living for now? You have taken everything away from me. You took away the only brother that I live with. You took him away. I can't prove spirituality. But you know the truth. Since that time I have not been okay. Do I behave okay to you people? Am I not mad? No, Chris, it will not happen. After destroying my life like this, and you want to marry? No, you will not. No, you will kill me that day. Be ready to kill me. Be ready to kill me, Chris Okafor. Be ready to kill me because I will not let it happen. Even if you go abroad and come back, I will drag your wife. I will come to the church and hold your wife. You will not. Why are you leaving me for? Who will marry me now? After everything, Chris Okafor, after promising me marriage and disgracing me like this, turning my life upside down, you want to marry? No, now. I deactivated my account because I saw the video and it's not adding up to me. It's not adding up. It's broken my heart. My heart is broken. You have to kill me first, Chris Okafor. No, now. Since 2017, we've been dancing. You want to leave me and marry who? Who are you leaving me for? Who are you leaving me for? When I got married, you cried that I should leave the man. I left the man and came out. Who are you going to marry me for? Who are you leaving me for? Who will marry me? After sharing my miscarriage video, turning it into abortion, your lawyer carried the video and gave to my lawyer. My sex video with you. You carried my body and sent it to your lawyer. Your lawyer sent it to Another lawyer that sent it to my lawyer after sharing my body publicly. Who do you want to leave me for now, Chris Okafor? No, I don't care what anybody says now. That marriage will not hold, though. That marriage will not hold. No, it's not possible. After destroying my life like this, was I behaving like this when you met me? Was I okay? Do you guys think I am okay? Can't you guys see that since I lost my brother, I am not okay? And you think you can leave me and marry who? Not like Chris says it like no work.
So Nollywood actress Doris Ogala has yet again renewed her call out of Pastor Chris Okafor of Liberation Ministry. This is not the first time, nor the second or the third time Doris Ogala will be calling out Pastor Chris Okafor. She know Pastor Chris Okafor, Pastor Chris Okafor know her. So they know themselves. But my problem is the way she chooses to do this call out. She knew where they met. She knew how she and Pastor Chris Okafor met. So the way she does her call out is what is really, really funny to me. Recall that in April 2024, Doris Ogala called out Pastor Chris Okafor over an alleged 25 million naira debt. She claimed that Pastor Chris Okafor is owing her. This is what she wrote. She said, this man, referring to Pastor Chris Okafor, stole my money. Someone gave him 35 million naira of my hard-earned money to give to me. He told me the person only paid 15 million naira and gave me 10 million and held on to 5 million, with me still thinking the other. So how did Pastor Chris Okafor receive your money? Okay, now she's telling us that she's Pastor Chris Okafor's girlfriend or wife to be. We don't know what broke out. We don't know how they lost it or how their relationship turned out like the way it is now. So the way she's calling Pastor Chris Okafor, I don't know if it's the best possible way, because she knew what went wrong, if at all. Because this, to me, I felt it's a Nollywood movie, but somehow I just felt like, okay, let me maybe say one or two things regarding the video she made of herself. She said, Pastor Chris Okafor just got engaged with a young lady. We are yet to know who she is and where she is from. But then, according to her, she said, why should Pastor Chris Okafor engage to another lady when Pastor Chris Okafor already promised her marriage? When she's had this, she's had that, whatever thing she's claimed or that she has had with Pastor Chris Okafor, she's and a matured woman. This is something they did among themselves. So I don't know why. To me, I see it as a Nollywood movie or a Nollywood script or whatever. I don't want to believe it's real until I see Pastor Chris Okafor's response. Because this will not be the first time this lady is calling out Pastor Chris Okafor. On another time, she also called Pastor Chris Okafor out of trying to blackmail her. That's what she wrote in one of her. She said, Chris Okafor reached out to me for settlement. That was after she called Pastor Chris Okafor out for stealing 25 million naira of hers. She said Pastor Chris Okafor reached out to her for settlement through his lawyer Obani. Obani approached her own lawyer and tried to blackmail her by sending her videos to the lawyer through a senior advocate of a Nigeria friend of his. When they realized that was not moving her, her own private video was not moving her, they wanted to use her private video to blackmail her. It wasn't moving her when they sent it to her. So they started pleading to her for settlement, to settle out of court. Because according to her, she wasn't very much ready for Chris Okafor with their evidence. They decided to settle her out of court. She admitted that Chris Okafor paid her what he stole from her, which he would have done since, but Stella, and according to her, I'm quoting her now, Stella and my so-called friend deceived him to call police for me for sending my video to your lawyer, and your lawyer had the effrontery to share it with his senior advocate of Nigeria friend, who went ahead and sent it to my lawyer. Chris Okafor, you tender an apology. I'm not sure if Chris Okafor actually tendered this apology. So but the current one is her saying quite a whole lot how that her younger brother died, who is Chris Okafor leaving her for. Marriage is not by force. Marriage, and I'm surprised that a mature woman, someone so mature, the veteran Nollywood actress, I can place her in that cadre, is saying that Pastor Chris, she's just implying that Pastor Chris Okafor must marry her. She said, "You cannot leave me. Who are you leaving me for? I left my husband because of you." She claimed that Pastor Chris Okafor, told her to leave her husband, the husband she was married to before. She left her husband, and I'm wondering how someone would be told to leave her husband, and she agreed. It doesn't even make sense. So, like, if she admitted that many people accuse her of chasing clout, and it's just more like it. There are things you can't just come to the public and say as a matured woman. People look up to you for several reasons. That a man told you to leave your husband, you agreed, and now the same man is not interested in marrying you, and he just got engaged to another woman, and all hell was broke loose. So you started making video where I left my husband because of you, and whatever relationship they've had, my life has not remained the same. Then she says she can't lay hold to juju because there are things you don't want to say in the public. There are things you can't lay claim to because you can't prove it in court. Charm, voodoo, black magic, or whatever thing you call it, is not supported in court. It will be thrown out of court. You can't say somebody used juju on you. You can't, because you cannot prove it, because you will need to prove it. So she can't say that. She said, and all of that. The same after posting my private photos, you now want to walk away and all of it. So does she mean that Chris Okafor can't get married? Let's assume they met, maybe they committed immorality. That's what I can call it in my own terminology. That's Chris Okafor. I don't know if he's ever got married before. I don't really know. I've been hearing about the guy, seeing him on television preaching and all of that, but I don't know if the guy has ever got married. If he has, I would also like to know what happened to his marriage, or maybe this is his first ever time getting married. So, but what Doris Ogala is saying doesn't even make sense for a matured woman. For me, that's my own opinion. People can have their own opinion. You don't just want to come to the public space, social media, just like a public court where everyone is a judge. You are saying that Chris Okafor had this with you, did that with you, did that with you, told you to leave your husband, you left your husband, and then you had a kind of relationship, and in the end he's no longer marrying you, you lost your brother, and since Chris Okafor walked into your life has not remained the same. And how about since he walked out? Because I know for the past, based on her clash with Chris Okafor, let's say for the past 5 years, 6 or so, she's not been with this Chris Okafor. So he was a problem in your life. Now that he's no longer there, what is happening? So it doesn't just make sense. Sometimes I just want to believe that this is a script. We'll get to know the full movie. I don't want to admit that it's a real event. It's something that really occurred, something that occurred in real time, because it doesn't make sense. It doesn't even make sense that someone like Doris Ogala will just come up and say, Chris Okafor. Yes, like I referred, in last year, April, she said Chris Okafor stole from her someone. Now, how will you even be doing transaction with Chris Okafor? Like, what brought about that? When did Chris Okafor become your bank manager or something, or your account officer, that he will now need to receive money from you, receive money on your behalf, and then give you 10 million instead of 35 million? Your hard-earned money. We didn't know what the job you did, what work you did that fetched you or earned you the 35 million. But that's your business with whatever. That's your life. And then Chris Okafor will now have to balance you 25 million naira later. I mean, guys, this is crazy. It's really, really crazy. When we try to finish or finish up with the one that's trending, another one comes up. We don't even know how to handle this one.